Hello and welcome to our overview of thegamedao.com. Thegamedao.com is basically a crypto lottery project. As you can see here, we have three separate lotteries with different entry fees, and our lotteries are based in BNB, as you can see over there. Right, so we're going to go today. We're going to be explaining how it all works. We're going to be showing you the other side, parts of the website, and explaining how those work as well, and kind of explaining how everything kind of connects together. So we're going to kick off by doing what you do on every Web3 platform these days. You start by connecting your wallet. Our Wallet Connect has multiple ways you can connect to our website. You can create a wallet with your email automatically, which you can always use to connect to our website. You can use MetaMask, you can use Wallet Connect, and you can also use Trust Wallet. And then you could also continue as a guest, which will create a local wallet for this particular session, which you probably have to back up after. But for this one, we're going to be using MetaMask wallet here. So we're going to go connect our MetaMask wallet. Right, so we are connected, and the lottery part of this is pretty straightforward. I mean, essentially, all you have to do is hit enter lottery, the enter lottery button on whichever of the lotteries you wish to enter. The price here is in dollars because we do use a data feed to kind of make sure every time someone is entering, even though the lotteries are based in BNB, it is making sure they are paying exactly this amount of BNB at any time which they are entering the lottery. So very, very simple. All you have to do is hit the enter button and a MetaMask transaction will open up, charging you the entry fee for the lottery you've chosen to enter. As you can see over there, we've chosen to enter the 50-cent lottery, and essentially it's charging us 50 cent enter over here. So we're not going to go ahead and enter. We're just going to reject the transaction over there. But once you do enter over here, you can see your wallet address will be added over here as one of the entries. As you can see over here, we have 5 entries from what looks like 2 addresses, and which obviously also shows that you can enter multiple times. We have no problems with people entering multiple times. So what basically happens is essentially for a draw to happen, one of A or B must be true at the time. So there must be at least 10 entries before the time is up, or there must be at least 0.3 BNB in the prize pool before the time is up. It can be A, it can be B, but one of them must be true before a draw can happen. So if none of them is true, then it would just roll over to the next day. That's why over here it says the next jackpot / rollover. So it will roll over in 23 hours if A condition is not met or B condition is not met. So this is how the contract knows when to pull off and draw. And when the draws do happen, as you can see here, our lotteries, the randomness is secured by Chainlink. We use the Chainlink VRF to make sure that when going through all of the entries, they are selected randomly, transparently and fairly. So our winners for the jackpots are selected very transparently and very fairly using Chainlink random number VRF. Yes. So what happens next? So what happens with the money in the prize pool every time after every draw? What happens is 50% goes to a jackpot winner, 20% is split between 20 runners up, 20% is sent to our DAO treasury, which we'll be visiting next, and 10% is sent to our staking contract, which is distributed amongst our NFT holders, which we'll be describing how all of that stuff works later on. So that's basically how the lottery works entirely. It's a very, very simple, very, very straightforward, very easy to use. There's no complications. There is no interference and everything. It all works by itself using the Chainlink VRF and automation. Right. So we are gonna go. So we are gonna go quickly over to the white paper, so we can kind of show you, essentially how the splits for the game works. Makes sense. Okay, So we're here on the white paper. This is a video kind of describing what I've just described, but we're just going to go over to where it shows how the pot split works for the lottery, so you can kind of get a view of how it all works. Right, as you can see, I hope this doesn't look too complicated. It's pretty simple. So over here we have our users, so they can basically enter the lottery, and the protocol does what it does with the random number and stuff like that, and then it selects a winner, provably fair source of randomness, with a provably fair source of randomness, and pays out the winner. And as you can see here, here's how the winnings are split. Over here, as you can see, 50% goes to the jackpot winner, 20% goes to the runner-up, 20% goes to the DAO treasury, which I will be talking about next, and 10% goes into the staking contract, which we'll be talking about further down the line. Right, so let's move over to the DAO right now and kind of go through how that works. Right, so let's go to the DAO, and here we are in the DAO. So this is a very, very simple way for us to essentially decentralize what happens with the charity funds that are generated by the lottery. So that 20% that is sent to the DAO treasury is basically earmarked for charity, Web3 grants and other stuff like that. So, but we don't want to have to be, first of all, we don't want to have to hold that of those funds, and also we don't want to have to be the ones to decide what happens with those funds and who receives what from those funds. What we've done is gone ahead and decentralize that, have it so people from all over the world can basically make proposals and obviously can vote on what happens with the funds from the lottery, the 20% that comes to the DAO treasury. As you can see here, we have BNGX tokens, which we have about 10 million here. We have BNB tokens from every lottery that's been played so far, 1.4 BNB in the treasury, and we currently have 0 USDT in the treasury. And this is just in case we do some maybe some sort of outside work with partnerships and stuff, and we're old USDT. So just so we can also, the treasury can also receive and hold USDT. So it's very, very straightforward for the proposals and voting. In order to create a proposal and stop spamming, whoever's creating a proposal would need to have some BNGX. These tokens are listed and the MP is burnt. So essentially, anybody can feel safe picking them up if they wanted to make a proposal. And of course, to vote as well, you need to have some of those tokens. So essentially, this means the funds that are generated from a lottery can be accessed by anyone in the world via voting and proposal system. Now, the proposals need for the voting would require a 40% quorum, which is a need of at least a 40% yes vote for any kind of votes to go through. And when the vote is passed, it doesn't need any further action on our side. Anybody out there can go ahead and execute the proposal or the vote and make sure everything that's supposed to happen has happened. So it's completely decentralized and out of our hands. So it's very straightforward. Say you wanted to see the oceans, you can come down here and click I know lead 0.5 BNB to clean up oceans. And you can just submit your proposal, and I'm obviously not going to submit that proposal there, but yeah, we can submit your proposal, and it'll be up for a vote to the community. I would suggest right now you can pick up the BNGX tokens on Pancake Swap. Essentially, I would not suggest putting up a proposal anytime soon. You probably want to wait until there is at least a sizable amount of users in order to create a proposal to start. But in the meantime, we expect the treasury to keep growing as the lotteries keep growing, and essentially we do think when the value gets to a certain tipping point, people will start to pick up the tokens so they can make proposals for the various charitable works that they might be interested in. Right, so that's it for the DAO, and we're going to go to not the final part, but the third main part of the whole website, which is the staking. Right, so how does this work? essentially, if we go over to our mint page, which is right over here. So what we have done is our DAO treasury. We don't want to have a single source of funding for our DAO treasury, which is simply from only the lotteries. While that is a recurring source of funding, we're hoping to have some sort of other source of funding that kind of impacts the DAO treasury straight away, which is so we're trying to do that using the sale of NFTs. So selling of these NFTs, we are selling them for 1 BNB each. And the funds from each of these sales do not come to us, but they go into the same treasury that is decentralized and controlled by everyone. So we are not basically, we can't take the funds from the NFT and do whatever we want with them. It also goes into that DAO treasury. So now what we're seeing is, in exchange for essentially powering our treasury, you can receive a share of that 10%, that final 10% that's sent to the staking contract, according to how many NFTs you are holding. So say, for example, as you can see here, there are 1,000 NFTs staked, and this is 10% of all of the NFTs. So essentially, and these are the rewards, by the way. These are rewards. This is actual BNB. In a way, we're gonna maybe convert that so you can tell just how much in BNB it is, but it's actual BNB. So essentially, what happens is that 10% is paid into the staking contract, which then divides that staking for those staking funds amongst everyone who is staked according to how many NFTs they have staked. So in this situation here, 10% of that 10% will be received as rewards from every time there is a draw on the lotteries. And this is essentially a reward for, empowering our DAO and essentially spending money and making sure that the treasury does have funds. And I think it's a great deal because you do get rewarded for life for essentially what's a one-time purchase, which seems absolutely fantastic for where I'm standing. So these are the main parts of the website. We're just going to take you over to some other important parts, as every part of the website is important, but some other parts which are not at the forefront. So the first one is the pay for good area of the website. Essentially, the pay for good is, unlike the other lotteries where we do earn a platform fee for every entry, we absolutely make no money from every entry here. And this is a lottery we try to boast monthly or bi-monthly. We basically distribute funds to the charities directly. So every month we try to host a different charity. And as you can see here, for the month, we're going to host Develop Africa, which is an amazing charity, which you should definitely check out, because we're trying to partner with real charities and try to do some good work as well as do some great technology. So we're going to go over here and you can see some of our other charity partners. Foundation Fighting Poverty, which is based in Pakistan. This is their wallet address, and this is their website, so you can check them out. Develop Africa as well, this is their wallet address, so you can visit their website and you can check them out. And Women in DeFi, which is a Nigerian-based NGO, and this is their website, and this is their wallet address that you can donate to. And just by the way, you don't have to go off site to donate to them. Via our wallet connect here, you can also send and receive crypto directly. So if you wanted to donate to any of these charities, you can do it directly from our wallet connect over there. And I think last but not the least will be our referrals page. Now on our referrals page, what we are saying is essentially it's very straightforward. You can create a referral link by simply entering your wallet address here, just like that, and your Twitter handle. We're just going to say the Lamps, because that's our Twitter handle. With that, and then we're just going to generate a link and embed. So essentially what happens is every time someone enters with your link or via your iframe embed, because you can essentially embed this anywhere on the website. You don't need any kind of Web3 knowledge or anything like that. It works directly out of the box, and basically people can enter our lotteries from your website. So what we're basically saying is anytime someone enters via your referral link or via your iframe on your website, you get paid a portion of the platform fees, 50% to be specific. So these are the fees you get paid per entry from each each lottery entry via your referral link. So as you can see here, you receive $0.025 on the Sharp Shop daily lottery. On the Jackpot lottery, you get 15 cents. On the Azure Weekend, you get 25 cents per entry. So which is 50% of what we basically receive on each entry ourselves. So it's pretty straightforward, works very easy. And these payments are made directly to your wallet. As you can see, your referral link has your wallet address, which you entered here, or whichever wallet address was entered here. And these fees will be paid immediately on entry to the wallet address that is entered here. And as you can see on the iframe, it is also here as well. So it works perfectly and it works amazing. So yeah, this is it for the Game DAO. We are very transparent. All our contracts are verified. So people can make sure we are not tampering with anything. Winners are chosen randomly and fairly and transparently using the Chainlink VRF. And yeah, it's very, very straightforward. It's a one-click entry for each of the lotteries. And there are multiple other benefits via our DAO and via our staking for users. And yeah, we do hope to see you getting involved with us. And you can always join our Discord. You can follow us on Twitter at Buddy Labs. If you have the questions, always feel free to ask. We are open 24/7, as you can imagine. And see you soon. My name's Dale, and we'll be with you on the next video. Tada.